Go to Sister Leah. Sister Leah, as a sister, as an empress, and as a queen too. From your perspective, just tell us a little bit about, firstly, about yourself. Who is Sister Leah? Where she come from? What is her role within the organization? Yeah, and from your perspective, just a little bit, for the sisters to hear, what is the organization about?
Okay, greetings.
Greetings, sister.
Greetings. Oh, there we go. Okay, so my name's Leah Salmon. My Nuwaupian name is Matat Bastet En Reye, which means mother of the greatness, mother of the fire of Re. So by day, I'm a natural health coach. So I help people to improve their health using natural foods, herbal remedies, and life coaching. Myself and my husband, who I've been married to for the last 9 years, we homeschool our 5 children at home so that we don't have to put them through a school system that we know is not made for our children. Wow. And the other thing that I do in my life is I spend a lot of time with our Nuwaupian family. Mm-hmm. So the United Nuwaupians worldwide is, as my brother Meshech said, is a worldwide organization. Our master teacher, the person that gave us the information that we live our life by, is a man by the name of Dr. Malachi Z.K. York. He is a scholar. He's written over 500 books. He's been teaching our people for over 40 years, and we refer to him as our savior, which I know is a very controversial thing for us to say because everyone says there's only one savior, and if you're Christian, you've got your savior. If you're Islamic, you've got your savior. If you're Rastafarian, you've got your savior. You call them your savior because they've saved you from something. Yes. Our master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z. York, we give him that title because he's saved us from having to live a life where we're not connecting to our ancestors, we're not recognizing our greatness, we're not learning about the position that we had in history, which is the greatest people. And again, I know that's a controversial statement to make, but when you take yourself out of the Caucasian education system and media, you will find that studying enough black history, we were the originators of everything. We were the original alchemists, geographers, chemists, doctors, healers, gardeners, fashion designers, everything. We were the architects, we were the masons, we were the builders, we were the teachers, we were everything. We literally grew everything in this planet, and all the information that every other race has come with has come through us. And our master teacher has been blessed with the task to help raise what he affectionately calls sleeping mummies. We are all mummies, and in ancient Egypt, a mummy was a pharaoh who had passed on. So we are all rulers and leaders, and we all have the potential to be pharaohs, but we've lost that because society has made us believe we are second-class citizens, and we take on that role. We don't even recognize our own beauty, and our beautiful sisters are making their skin lighter and their hair straighter. Our brothers are not recognizing the beauty of their structure, and they're wearing Caucasian men's clothing. Our children don't recognize the beauty in themselves, and they're loving white dolls as opposed to dolls that look exactly like them. So these are all of the things that over the last 40 years, our master teacher has been teaching us and guiding us and empowering us to become gods so that we can take control of our own lives. So we refer to him as our savior. Everything that I've achieved in my life, I attribute to the fact that he's always encouraged us to be the best that we can be. He's achieved a lot in his life, so we look up to him as an example of what we can achieve in our life. So at the event that we're going to be having on Sunday, the 29th of June, at the Beds FA Century House, Skimpot Lane, which is the big playing field right next to the big Tesco in Dunstable, it's our Nuwaupian New Year. So just like most cultures, the Chinese culture, the Islamic culture, they have their own New Year. We don't celebrate the same New Year that everybody else does. We have our New Year, which we've created at the same time as our master teacher's born day or Earth Day, and we're going to be celebrating that on the 29th. So it's going to be a family fun day. There's going to be a bouncy castle. There's going to be delicious Caribbean cuisine. There's going to be talks, workshops. There's going to be a cultural market of black-owned businesses. There's going to be entertainment for children, musical entertainment, and there's going to be talks on who and what we are. We're also going to be performing a honor to our master teacher from our brotherhood. So it's going to be an all-round family fun day. It's absolutely Absolutely.
That you're performing an honor? What do you mean
So basically, because he is our master teacher, we're going to be performing a special display in honor of our master teacher, and it's something that's never happened in the UK before, and it's actually something we can't even go into too much detail about. So we really, that's why we're making so much effort to promote this event and get the public there, so you can see the greatness of what it is that we can achieve when we work together. And it's so key what you were talking about before, that us as a people, we don't want to work together. We don't want to work with this brother follows this, but that sister follows that. We can't work together. We have to keep ourselves to ourselves. And that's the worst thing we can possibly do, because division and separation is what caused the problems that we have. The word Africa is from the word Ifrika, which means to divide, which is why when you look at the map of Africa, it looks like Lego. There's just straight lines breaking it up. We didn't have that. We respected the tribes that lived around us, but we certainly didn't separate ourselves from them. So the more that we can work together as a people, and that's why we're inviting everyone to come and find out more about what we're about.
Well, who is the occasion for? Who
it's
are you
for
inviting?
Absolutely any positive person to come. We do focus on people of color, regardless, but we do focus on promoting the greatness of our people. We are not racist, but we do promote the greatness of our people, and we know that there are not that many events that focus on the greatness of our people. So that's what we want to, that's what we're going to be promoting. That's what we promote most as a people, is the greatness of our people. So anybody is welcome. It is a fun family day. There's going to be a market, bouncy castle, stuff for children. All of that's going to be live musical entertainment. But if you are looking to reconnect with your culture and recognize the greatness within you, and you want to get information, books, CDs, DVDs, find out about classes, because we're also going to have weekly classes starting afterwards.
Some of your classes? Do you have any
Yep.
currently so far in Luton?
We're going to be starting the first class in Luton, which is going to be every Saturday, and it's going to start on the 5th of July. We are just in the last stages of confirming a venue, but it's going to be every Saturday between 6:30 and 9:30. And at those classes, they're going to be free question and answer classes. We're going to be covering certain subjects. So the SFDC radio is the first to hear some of the class titles. We're going to be talking about things like the Illuminati and the music industry. We're going to be talking about religion. We're going to be talking about our story versus history, because we've been taught history, which is his story. We are going to be talking about our story, and again, the greatness of our people. We're also going to be talking about who we are as Nuwaupians. So it's a massive subject to cover just on our radio show, and thank you for allowing us to come to share this with you today. But it is a massive subject, so we are going to be having classes on a regular basis so people can find out more about what it is that we do and who we are.
Serious, Shags, you know what I mean? From your own experience, you know what I mean, Shags? You know, what is some of the consequences when our people don't know themselves?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me the question. First and foremost, I told you she's a very good sister. Beautiful, that was beautiful dissemination of information there. As you know, Kush, I've been in the town all of my life. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. But what I've noticed over the last 5 years is a real division within our own youth. So the adults, you know, we're gone. We've done our bit. But right now, the main focus of this information is at the youth. It's very difficult to get youths who are of the age of their their own understanding to attend family days, to attend classes. You know, so personally, my focus on what we're trying to achieve is aimed at the children. Yeah, they're the future.
That is powerful, Shaks. You know what I mean? Because just the other day, we again, and even last week, we were talking about, you know, mobilization, how to mobilize our people to do for self.
Of course.
And how do you get people mobilized? Because we know Marcus Messiah Garvey said one of the greatest mobilization, and we don't see nothing since then again. You know, and when we see events like this coming on, you know, and we know it's always challenging. What are some of the hurdles that you find that you're coming up against?
Of course.
To get over?
Of course. To be honest, whether it's by the blessing of the ancestors, it's been okay. The barriers they're moving them for us. But that's positive energy for you. At the end of the day, the planet in its natural state is positive. So if you're pushing in the same direction, things are going to start working for you. And that's some of the information that some of these individuals need to start to realize. And then that will bring us together. We will work together. We will do things together, and we'll stop this fraction of division.
That is interesting. If we're pushing the same direction, because some people look at the way life is, and as far as they're concerned, there's nothing we can do about it. We're doomed.
Right. There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm saying. We might as well just. What is? You know what I mean? What is your view? Can people actually change, even if the direction looks like it's heading towards disaster? Can free will and free mind change that direction? The question to you both.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to jump on this first. You have to understand, what I think people don't realize at the moment is tones, language, information, words, letters, sounds, frequencies. These are the primary factors of your mind frame and your mindset. The books that we have, beautiful books, beautiful grandma's teachers, written over 500 books. And in these books are frequencies that will change. It will change you daily. This is, we don't deal with spookism. Everything's real. It takes time. It takes time. It'll always take time. But, definitely something we concentrate on.
Excuse me, the sister Leah.
Greetings. I mean, I think one of the worst things anyone can say is that they can't do anything. One of the worst, most detrimental, insidious mindsets that we can get into is that something is not possible. Because if you told the person that made a plane that you can't just throw a piece of metal and plastic in the air, put people on it, and it's going to get across an ocean, they would have told you that's impossible. If someone believed that that was impossible, we wouldn't have a plane. If you believed that it wasn't possible to light up a whole street 40 miles long just by flicking a switch 100 years ago, if you told someone that is not possible, we wouldn't have street lighting. If we believe something is not possible, instantly we've cut off any possibility of that happening. The moment we overstand and make a declaration and a decision that anything we put our mind to is possible, we've already made it possible. Everything starts in the mental, which is why our ancestors would pray and give supplications and ask and address the ancestors. We would create things in the mental first, because once something is created in the mental, the rest is easy. The moment you believe that we can't work together as a people, we're already too far gone. There's nothing that's going to help us. We, sisters who are, wear weaves and bleach their skin, they're too far gone. There's no saving them. Our boys on the street who have been in and out of prison a few times, who are walking around with Mac 10s talking about they're going to go and take out a 35-year-old man when they're 15. You look at that boy and you said he's lost, and he's lost. You look at that boy and said the boy is not a bad boy. He's reacting to the rubbish that's being pushed onto him. So if we want to help that boy, we need to push love and positivity and expectation and potential in his direction. And you emanate that energy towards him, he will change around. If you expect the negative, and if you expect that we are never going to get together as a people, that's what's going to happen. Our master teacher has told us, you are gods. A god is someone in control of their own destiny. So whether you disagree with our use of the word God because you're religious and you have a perception of God, that's fair enough. But we have a perception of God, which is someone who can control their own destiny. So when our master teacher had a land, he moved to the most racist part of the United States. He moved to down south Georgia. He bought 400 acres of land. He built 2 pyramids on that land. Every year he would have the same Saviours Day that we're celebrating here. He would have 40,000 people coming through that area of land in a year. If you had told someone that one black man and a group of his followers who had written a handful of books was able to achieve that, they would tell you that's impossible. So, for example, I even use my example in some instances. I'm a homeschooling mother. I have 5 children, but I've written 6 books in my time. I work with people worldwide as a natural health coach. My first 2 children were born prematurely in hospital. My second child was so premature that they passed on. And I was told, any other child you have, you're obviously going to have the child in hospital. The last 4 children we've had have been successful home births with no drugs or chemicals. If you told me it wasn't possible for you to do that, then I would have believed that. But I've been taught by our master teacher, anything is possible.
So the frame of mind is crucial.
It's imperative. There's nothing more important than it.
What you can conceive, you can achieve.
Absolutely.
Crucial. You're locked into www.sfdcradio.com. Yes, Crucial. This is the Nubian beat talking to Shacks. Yes, brother Shacks and sister Leah. Yes, it's all about the family day. Yes, that's happening right here. I want Shacks. I want to give you the full rundown again, King, for the benefit of our listeners. If you just locked, if you just tuned in, you wonder what's going on. Yes, it's a full rundown family day. It is free, so if you're concerned about money, I do want to say the Empress Zen Locking from St. Kitts. She says a big up.
Mommy bear.
Blessed love, Ems, yes.
Mommy bear.
Blessed she loves their big hi to Shacks, to me, Shacks, yes, naturally every time. Well, Shacks will go send him greetings, so I'm going to tell Shacks to send him greetings to loved ones soon, baby love, you don't know it, go already. Well, first, Shacks, I'm going to give you a rundown, yes, of this family day, what's happening, the date and everything. Have your pen and paper ready? Okay. Yes, Shacks, tell me what's happening on the
Okay, people, so if you're locking in now, it's the United Nuwaupians worldwide. We present a Saviours Day 2014 at a Z Festival, a cultural extravaganza for the whole family, okay? The address you're looking for is a Bedfordshire FA, Century House, Skimpot Road. That's Dunstable, Bedfordshire, LU5 4JU. So all you sat-nav users, is Bedfordshire, LU5 4JU. It's just 5 minutes from the M1 junction, 11, and it's next to Tesco. We're looking at 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. on the day, and admission is free, people. This is really important. Admission is free. Okay, we're not trying to take too much money for anybody. We're here to try and heal the mind. So it's free admission, and that's Sunday, the 29th of June.
Fantastic. And just briefly again, Leah, just give us a little touchdown why it's important for children to come and what's there for the children, because it is a family day. For those who are wondering, our children just want to come and just stand up and watch.
We have one of the most important things that our master teacher has told us is that our future lies in the energy that we put into our children. So every event we have, we make sure that our children are well catered for. We've literally found a location that had not only a playground, but a large area where we can do things with the children. So there's actually a playground there. There's going to be a bouncy castle there as well, so that children can jump up and down and have some fun. There's going to be live musical entertainment. One of the groups that's actually performing is an organization based in Luton called MPA, My Planet Academy, run by a sister called Trisha.
Yes.
Very well known. Big up sister, Trisha from MPA. Yeah, every time. So she, two of our children are actually in one of the groups that she's going to have performing there. So there's going to be children's entertainment there. We're going to have face painting. Because it's going to be our Nuwaupian New Year, and we actually have our own flag. We're going to have colouring sheets with the flag on it, so the children can colour the sheets in and stick them on a stick, and they can bring that home as a souvenir. There's going to be, we're going to have a market there, and some of the stall holders are there to sell products just for children, so cultural toys, cultural books, all of those types of things. We've always souvenirs from the day. We're going to have, there's also like a basketball court type thing there, and we're going to bring balls. So there's going to be a lot of kind of sport entertainment for the children, plus the live musical entertainment for the children. It's a very safe environment for the children as well. We've got the brothers are going to be there in security to make sure that our children are well looked after on the day. There's going to be healthy, nutritious Caribbean cuisine there. So again, we make sure that we're not going to be feeding the children junk food on the day. There's not going to be a load of sugar and fizzy drinks. It's just going to be, it's a very family vibe. So it's going to be a place where you can come and your children can have fun. You can have fun. You can take in the environment. Another massive consideration is that the benefit of these events is that we get to network with other people on a conscious mindset, because oftentimes the only time you'll see a group of other people of color is in the clubs or in the Arndale, and you can't really get to communicate with people in those kind of avenues. So this is going to be somewhere where positive people who are of a particular mindset are going to be attracted to the event. And if you feel that those are not currently the people that you're hanging around with, because it's said that the people you hang around with is who you become, then this is going to be an opportunity for you to come and meet people who are on a particular mindset. We focus on natural health, natural beauty, positivity, raising our people's mindset and our abilities and our accomplishments. So it's for many reasons. It's an event we want everyone to come to, which is another reason why we've made it free.
Fantastic every time. Yes, man, tell them on, it's all about the balance. Yes, you're locked in www.sfdcradio.com. My name is Christian. This is Nubian Beat, currently talking. Sister Leah, you hear the word sound power of our sister. Yes, and our brother Shacks. Shacks, send some greetings to some loved ones, King.
Okay, so first, obviously, I know my mum is out there. She just sent a nice message from abroad. And look forward to seeing you. Know you're coming home soon. On my birthday, funny enough, she lands. So that's a beautiful thing I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
Also, friends and family that know me, that been in the town a long time. the best thing you could do is come down on Sunday the 29th. You know, like I said, there's an honor ceremony of which I'm fully blessed to be involved in. Really happy. So, yeah, make it down. Saviours Day 2014 Z Festival. It's going to be big.
It's the 29th of June, folks. Yeah, putting it there. Sister Leah, send some greetings to some loved ones.
I'd like to send greetings to my husband, my 5 children at home, the whole Nuwaupian family worldwide. We have Nuwaupians in all of the islands in the Caribbean, the USA, Amsterdam, Ghana. I'd like to send a massive thank you and shout out to our master teacher, Dr. Malachi York, and also a massive shout out to the person I'm looking at right now, and Kush Genesis and SFDC, who are actually sponsors of the event. They are actually sponsoring and supporting this very important event. So we are honored to have you as sponsors, and we thank you for the promotion also.
And I see and like, sister, give thanks, Sister Leah. It's an honor for us also. Give thanks. Shucks, what would your closing comments be to our listening audience?
Closing comments is very difficult. I don't know what we haven't touched upon, but the consciousness of individuals on this planet is a huge must. We need to raise this, especially within our own people. We're divided. The diaspora is big. We need to reduce that. We need to come together. There's nothing better than the umbrella of Nuwaupian Nation. I can promise you that. And I can only prove that by you attending Saviours Day, grabbing the books, grabbing the information. Like Sister Leah just said, the biggest of the biggest honors and blessings to our Grandmaster Teacher for even remotely giving us this opportunity to push this information out to the masses. So please make it down, and that's the most important thing for me right now, people. Make it down to Saviours Day. Make it as big as it needs to be.
And Shaks, briefly, contact numbers for anybody who may want to any concerns. A couple of contact numbers just to give out briefly.
Okay, yep. So we've got a couple of numbers here and a few websites I can give you. So we've got a landline on 0207 978 8321. Yep. Or we have a mobile number 07957 946 947. In regards to information. This is information on regards to the day to book a stall. So we have some stalls. We still have a few free stalls. So there are businesses that are looking for stall. They're only £25. And like we said, we're not trying to tear up trees and take people's money. It's just an opportunity. But obviously we have to facilitate certain parts of the event. So we're selling stalls at £25. And for information on those, from an email perspective, you've got social@unwadmin.com or visit www.unwadmin.com.
Fantastic. Every time I want to give thanks and praises. And before we seal off, we're going to seal off with the Sister Leah. With your last closing comments to our listening audience, please, Sister.
To close, I would just want to reiterate that, firstly, I know this is a bold statement, but believe me, our job as Nuwaupians and the job that we've been asked to perform by our master teacher is to show as much love, support and concern and care to our people as we possibly and practically can. So but there's also been negative press about our organization because of some of the things that we have spoken about and taught about in the past. Our information can be seen as quite controversial. We are asking people to come to this event to see that we are not inhumane, horrible beasts. We are not, we're not trying to disrespect anyone. We are literally here to spread the good news of Nuwaup, which is the information that our master teacher has spread to us. And we want to do that by connecting with as many of our people in this area and UK wide, because this event is going to be attracting people from the whole of the UK as possible. So if you've heard about us, if you've heard about the teachings of Dr. Malachi York, if you want to improve your life in any way and connect with your culture, connect with our ancestors, we encourage you and we ask you to give us the opportunity to show you what it is that we can offer you in love and peace as our family.
Give thanks and praises. Yes, you don't know, so we give thanks and praises honorably every time. And you know, so the platform is here, the Nubian B platform. And we hope so you lock down the information. Information is power. Yes, if you're looking for relevant knowledge, relevant information, I hope so you're taking the information, because many people sometimes listen to ESA propaganda. Do your research. Oftentimes we do hear the truth will set us free, but it's very important we do our own research in there for the truth to set us free. Yes, so we don't become victims of more fabricated history. I want to give thanks and praise every time to the ancestors yes, for guiding tomorrow's people on today's program. Right, yes, so Sister Leah, also Brother Shacks, yes. And we're definitely looking forward to attending the event according to the grace and the mercy of our ancestors. A powerful event. And again, people, we can see universally it's a serious time. It is the call for unity. Marcus Garvey to remind me to organize myself our parish. There's no other option. Yes, and every people